All right. Hey, mamas. Lauren Golden here, founder of the Free Mama and the Free Mama movement. Now, here's the thing. I know that some of you guys are on the fence. I know that you are thinking, should I do it? Should I not do it? Who is this person? What is this really all about? And I 100% honor that. I know I can barely even buy like a new brand of something without having some sort of social proof, right? It's just kind of the world we live in these days. So I wanted to take the opportunity to bring on one of the free mamas from the Free Mama movement and give you guys an opportunity to hear from her. You don't just want to hear from me. I can say I'm great, but that doesn't really do a whole lot. And I am pretty great. No, I'm just teasing. But so we have Jordan here today. She is absolutely fantastic. And I just want to have a conversation with her. I want you guys to get to hear from her. So I have prepared some questions and we're just going to let her take it away. Sound good? Awesome. All right. Okay. So Miss Jordan, so give us a little backstory. What were you doing before you even heard about this whole Free Mama thing?
So just before I found out about the Free Mama on Facebook, I had just had my second son. So Abel was born in June, and he is our rainbow baby, beautiful blessing. And I was struggling because I came from a healthcare background. I was struggling with going back after maternity leave, and I was having a lot of issues with leadership and just a lot of healthcare changes and what's going on in that industry. And so I started doing some research and started doing some background stuff on how I could stay home, and I stumbled upon the Free Mama. And so I come from, like I said, a healthcare background, and it took me just a few months of looking into everything to decide that that's not where I wanted to be anymore.
So had you already left your job or were you still with your job?
They almost happened at the exact same time. So I was leaving my job for other reasons right about the time that I stumbled upon the Free Mama. And so it was just a match made.
Nice. All right. So when you first heard about this Free Mama movement, like, were you excited? What were your first thoughts? You said you were doing your research, so you were looking for something. So what were your first thoughts, like just initial impression when you found out about the Free Mama?
I'm going to be really honest.
Be honest. I can take it.
Probably I am not even exaggerating, 50 to 60th free webinar that I watched about work from home, make money from home, doing what you love. And now they have all the emojis and come watch us live. And I don't know. It just, at first I was like, here we go again. I was laying in bed late at night. I was feeding my son for the 100th time that day. And it was just like, here's another one to pass the time because I quit my job and I am unhappy. And the thing that stuck out was how, well, for me in particularly, my story just correlated with yours in so many different ways. We have children that are about the same age. Our husbands have had some background, similar kind of stuff. And you just seemed real and genuine, more so than all of the other webinars that I watched that were very kind of salesy. And not to say that you were selling a product too, but my first impression was, here's another one. But then there was a little bit of thing in the back of my mind, like, this is a little different. And so I kept watching.
So any other things crossed your mind during the webinar? Had you heard of freelancing before? Was this kind of a new concept for you? Was there anything that stood out while you were watching the free training that made you feel any certain way?
So obviously we've heard of freelancing, we've heard of virtual administrative assistants, we've heard of consultants and stuff, but I have never seen like the background or the back end to that industry. And so I honestly, until you were reading statistics and talking about through some of these things, didn't realize how big the industry was. I am not a fan of MLMs, and it's not because I have never tried one. I have been the person that has bought the kit and I have done the parties, and I've been there, done it, and I am not good at it. So
nor I.
No. So that was one of the things that really just kind of clicked with me. And then I will be honest, I got a little discouraged because I felt like, oh, this is something, I'm onto something right here. And then I was waiting for it, and then it came. You have to pay this much money, and I knew immediately, like, it was another one of those same things. Is what I initially thought. So I actually signed up again, and I watched it for a second time.
I didn't know that.
So I did. I used a whole other email, and I signed up, and I watched it for the second time because I was like, there's something about this program that and I've never watched another webinar twice, ever, out of all the other ones I watched.
So obviously you had hesitations, clearly. I mean,
Yep.
you took the time to watch it twice. You had, some hesitations, some doubts. So what do you think it was for you that made you finally go, okay, this is going to be it. This is different. This is different. Not, I think this is different.
The biggest thing that stuck out to me that said that this one is different is that you did offer the money back guarantee, meaning if you put in the work and you're still not satisfied, and I know me myself, if I'm going to pay for something, I'm going to put in the work. I am 100% going to do everything you tell me to do, because that's the only way you're going to succeed is if you follow the program like it's supposed to be followed. And so I knew that about myself. And so I said, you know what, I'm going to invest in something. And there's a guarantee. Why not try it? What's there to lose?
Right.
So
totally. So you decided to jump in. You jumped in, right? Before you actually even got started, before you watched your first video, what were you thinking? What was your impression when you decided to bite the bullet, but you hadn't gotten into it yet? Were you excited? Were you panicked?
I was getting really excited because I had actually joined the Free Mama Movement Facebook group, and so I was stalking the Facebook group. I'm sure you were getting notifications everywhere because I was stalking you. I was checking your LinkedIn. I was checking your Facebook and
doing your homework.
Doing my homework. And it was so funny that later on in the program, you learn how to do this.
You're fine. Hello, doggy.
You learn how to do the homework on people, and I felt like, wow, I already had one of the steps down. Like, I've already done this on one person, just because there's so many scammy things out there, and so many things that you just can't believe on the internet. And I urge everybody to do your background on not just a program that you're going to buy, but on a product that you're going to buy, on what TV shows your kids. I mean, we're moms. We know how the internet works these days. And so I did my homework on that, and I loved like I said, the genuine feel that I got from you, the genuine feel that I got from the mamas who had already been in the community, and the support that was starting to be built up. It hit me in a place that I needed really bad at that time.
That's awesome. So then you actually got started in the program. Yes. What were your initial feelings then, or your impression of what was going on?
So week 1 was a very it was a deep week. That was not a hard week in a bad way, but it was a hard week as far as you have to dive deep into yourself and figure out your why. That's a big one, and I know that's a big one in the world right now, is figuring out your why on everything. But it just made me kind of centered and grounded to say, okay, this is why I'm doing this, and this is why I'm going to put in the work every single week. Then week 2 is an awesome week, just full of information. By week 3, I knew I wouldn't be asking for my money back. Guaranteed. Wouldn't be asking for it back. I had gained so much knowledge by week 3 that I knew I could take whatever I had and do something with it, whether it was starting my own business or just helping my sister with her photography. Or, I mean, I could help at least my friends and family with just that little bit of information.
So then what about knowing what you know now?
So it took me 8 weeks, and I had my first client booked and became a team member of someone's stuff. And so I say
Anchor client. Anchor client.
Yeah. I'm a part of their team. I am on their website under their team.
Because you've had how many clients now? 3? Yeah.
3. So I've had 3 clients. One was just a one-time project kind of deal that I did, and then I have 2 other clients, and one of them has really just boosted my confidence and set me on a plan where I'm not turning back. Like, this is my life from now on. I'm a professional freelancer, and in saying that,
And you've got basically a contract, a retainer. You have this
yep,
monthly income you can count on.
2 days ago, I finally filed for my LLC and made it 100% official in the state of North Carolina. So I'm like,
Woo!
over.
That is so exciting. So we kind of already touched on this, but if you've had any other, what are your biggest successes? Like, obviously the clients, but what else? Like, what do you feel like you've maybe had to like overcome or work through, or just anything? Like, if you could say what your biggest success is so far, what would you say that is?
Oh my gosh, there's so many. So past making some money, past starting my own business, I have the community that the Free Mama is building, and the moms that have chosen to be in the group have become not just entrepreneur support people and people like-minded and same goal setting, but we're all moms, and so we have the daily mom struggles and we are able to support each other in that role. We have the same partner struggles and we talk about our husbands, and we can support each other that way. I've not just made friends of the industry, I've made like mom friends, and I've made friends that I talk to offline now and have conversations with. So there's that success. I have my confidence in myself has boosted a million times over, because when I quit my job, it was a very low point in my life. I didn't have a plan, and I am a planner. I always have a plan. I
Sounds familiar.
always have a plan. And if you had told me even a few months ago, 6 months ago, that I'd be quitting my job without having another job lined up, or I did not put a single application in anywhere else after I quit my job. Not because my husband didn't want me to, but because I just felt it in my gut that that's not what I wanted to do. I do not want to have to decide between raising my kids and providing for my family. That's it.
That's what this is all about, for sure. So you kind of started to touch on this, Jordan, but how do you think the support has been since starting the program? Both from the Free Mama, from the community, just in general. Like, do you feel like you've been supported with all of these changes?
Oh, so the Facebook community, and I'm also in the private coaching community as well. We support each other in so many ways, from, hey, can someone please proofread this for me, because my brain is on like overdrive, fried to the max, or what do you guys think about this logo? How are you guys doing this? Can somebody, I mean, there's trade-offs on stuff, and hey, I'll scratch your back if you scratch mine kind of stuff going on. And just the encouraging part of the days when you're like, I can't do this, I am not going to be a freelancer, I can't do this. You have women popping on, because we're all in different time zones, which is something that's really new to me, and I love the fact that I'm communicating with people in different um, areas of the world, but they're hopping on at all times. Girl, you've got this. Don't worry about it. You can do this. I know you. Just take a deep breath. You know, if you need a private message me, do that. There's that kind of support that goes on here that you just don't get anywhere else. And the positivity, let me talk about that for a second. So the positive influences that people have, I have been in a lot, and I'm talking hundreds and hundreds of Facebook groups, from being pregnant together, having babies, joining about couponing. I mean, I've been in groups, never been in another group where there is such a positive feeling all the time. There's no negative talk, there's no judgment on things, there's no bickering of any kind. People are, you know, there's a lot of constructive criticism that comes with starting your own company, and you have to be able to be it. I call myself a tough cookie. I can handle it. Because you have to be, if you're going to work with clients, you have to be able to put that shell on and say, hey, I can take it. It's all good. You can't take anything personal, for sure.
Awesome. So, pretty basic question, but do you think the program was worth it?
Yes, 1000% worth it. It's I'm not gonna say it's changed my life because I am now making millions of dollars, because that's not it. It's changed my life in the fact that I now know that my dreams aren't just dreams, that I would like to reach, but my goals and dreams will be reached now, 100%. And it's not because of my freelancing that that's going to happen. It's because I know in myself that if I put my mind to do something, I can do it. And I've proven that to myself by doing this program and being successful. And so I encourage anyone who is on the fence or worried that this isn't the program for them. What do you have to lose? If you do the work, if you are wanting it down to your core, and you know that you don't want to make that choice in life, and you know that you're willing to do the work to put in, what do you have to lose? Just do it.
That's awesome. So I have one last question for you. You kind of already touched on it, but how do you feel like you've changed since participating in the Free Mama?
So the months leading up to me quitting my job were tough on me from a mental state, from an emotional state. They were hard on my kids because I wasn't the best mom that I knew I could be. It was hard on my husband because I knew I wasn't the best wife that I could be. I was very distracted. I was angry at things going on at work. I was frustrated. There were just so many things going on. And because of this program and the boost in confidence and those things that I just spoke about, I am a better mom, hands down. I mean, I'm spending time now playing with Play-Doh and Legos and drawing cars. My son, okay, this is 100% true testimonial. I had him potty trained in a week and a half staying home with him because he didn't want to listen to anyone else about going to the potty. A week and a half being home, working from home with him, and he was potty trained.
That's awesome.
I know moms are going to understand what that's like because potty training has been probably one of the hardest things I've ever had to do. But my smallest son, he's 8 months old now, he started sleeping, or only waking up once, but he started sleeping better through the night once I started this program. And I say he started this program because not when I quit my job, because when I quit my job, yeah, I was home with them, but I was still
stressed,
not there mentally. After this program started, and I say week 3 is when things started clicking for me. Week 3 is when things at my house started changing. I'm starting because of the Daily 5. The Daily 5 has been like a game changer. I don't do the Daily 5 like most people. I can't write it on a piece of paper, but I have a mental Daily 5 in my head that has helped me to keep up with my house better. I'm keeping my house up better. I'm taking care of my kids better. I'm taking care of my husband better. I'm taking care of myself better.
That's awesome.
I've teamed up with a mom in the Free Mama that is absolutely amazing, and I've lost 10 pounds by joining the Free Mama, and I am not stopping. I'm not stopping. So there's benefits that go well beyond getting clients and getting paid by joining the Free Mama.
That's so awesome. Thank you so much for sharing a little bit about your journey and your story. Is there anything else you want to say before we wrap up?
I'm just telling all these mamas, if you want this, just dive in and do it. And do what I did. Do your homework. Check out Lauren. Check out the Free Mama. Join the movement group and ask questions. We're very vocal in this group. We are very opinionated. We like to let you know our experiences. So come and ask us what's going on. We have a thread that's already started of success stories. So check that out. And if you have any questions, you can always ask me too.
That's awesome. Thank you so much, Jordan. We all appreciate your time, and hopefully we'll get some new mamas that we can start welcoming to the community soon.
And we'll welcome you with a good GIF too.
Yeah, we do. We love those, especially the two of us. Awesome. All right. Thank you, Jordan. Bye.